The dimly lit bar buzzing with life, but for you tonight was the breaking point. Too many months of enduring your cold, heartless boss, Jeon Jungkook, had led you to this moment. Drink after drink, you found yourself ranting about the man who made your life a living hell. You slurred, pointing dramatically at nothing. You know what the worst part about my job is? My boss. That man has no soul, nonsense. I swear he would probably fire someone for sneezing too loud. He is like a really hot robot, all sharp jawline and no feelings. The man beside you chuckled softly, leaning forward with amused eyes. He seemed oddly familiar, but in your drunken state, you couldn't piece it together. What would you do if he were here right now? The stranger asked, his voice lashed with curiosity. You hiccuped, slamming your glass down before turning to him and speaking. You think I'm joking? That man is a nightmare. The man tilted his head, clearly entertained as you muttered, swaying slightly in your seat. I would tell him that he is a walking iceberg with a face too perfect for his own good, and he should stop being so mean. Oh, is that so? Well, sounds tough. What's his name? Jeon Jungkook, Mr. Perfect Face and terrible attitude. You think he is so intimidating with his suit and his stupidly sharp jawline. You buttered, rolling your eyes dramatically. Sharp jawline, huh? Must be hard to focus it on someone like that. He asked, and you spoke, pointing your glass at him. You don't get it. He's impossible, cold, bossy, and okay, fine. His face is stupidly attractive. I'm not gonna like him, but that's beside the point. You hiccuped. Honestly, if he could just loosen up for once, maybe he would actually enjoy life. Wait, why am I even talking about him? He has ruined my day. Now I am ruining my night while talking about him when he is not even here. Maybe he is not as bad as you think. What if he also cares in his own way? Cares, please. The man wouldn't know empathy if it bit him. Now you was gesturing to the stranger. You seem nice, not like him. It wasn't until much later, after you had completely lost your footing, that he decided to step in, Jeon Jungkook, because of course, the stranger was none other than your infuriatingly handsome boss. Couldn't help but chuckle at your drunken antics, and he couldn't let you stumble home alone like this. Come on, let's get you home, he muttered carefully, dropping his coat over your shoulders, and you murmured, leaning heavily against him as he helped you outside. You are really sweet. You are not like him. I bet you would never make your assistant stay late for no reason or glare at her for existing. Maybe he is just misunderstood. Misunderstood. He is a tyrant, a ridiculously handsome tyrant, but still, why does he have to be so good looking? It's annoying. Your voice cracked slightly, revealing more than just annoyance. There was a vulnerability beneath your words, a longing for something different. Ridiculously handsome, huh? Don't tell him I said that. Wait, why would I care? Tell him, maybe then he will stop being so scary. You let out a dramatic sign with frustrated tone. Jungkook smirked, but stayed quiet as he guided you to his car. Jungkook noticed the subtle shift in your expression as he helped you into the passenger seat. There was a moment of something unspoken between you two. Jungkook leaned over gently, reaching for the seat belt. Look, even this, you are putting on my seat belt. He would probably tell me to do it myself while glaring like I owe him my soul. You blubber your words, showing the deeper frustration that bubbled inside you with the man who had somehow made you feel so unseen. But before he could put on, your hand shot up, pulling him by the collar. In the split second that followed, your lips brushed against his in a soft, clumsy. He froze. There was unexpected, innocent yet intoxicating about it, something that lingered even after you pulled away. You smiled softly, a small giggle escaping as you pulled back, and let your head fall back against the seat as if the movement made perfect sense. See, you are not cold like him, you are warm, Jungkook blinked, still frozen by the surprising. His mind raced, but he struggled to find the right words. Yeah, right. He cleared his throat, forcing himself to focus. As flustered as he was, he couldn't leave you in this state. Seeing you vulnerable, he made a quick decision to take you to his place for the night, hoping to offer you some comfort. The car ride was nothing sort of entertaining. You, in your drunken state, alternated between frustrated rants and adorable giggles. Every time you remember something annoying about your boss, you would pull at Jungkook's sleeves and vent, oblivious to the fact that he is the very boss you are complaining about. You demanded his attention, poking his arms. Actually, he never listened. Do you know what he did last week? He made me redo an entire report because I used the wrong font. The font. You groaned. What kind of cares about fonts? Jungkook bit back a laugh, glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. You were undeniably cute like this, and for some reason it melted the icy walls he usually kept up. The frustration in your voice only made you more endearing, and he couldn't help but feel a twinge of amusement mixed with something softer as he watched you rant so passionately. Fonts are important, and I think he just has high standards. High standards, my foot. He is a perfectionist with a god complex. Oh no, wait, you are one of those people too. Figures you are still nicer than him, though. But you know what? I bet he is lonely. No one like that perfect is happy. Maybe, like me, his parents force him to be perfect, not knowing he is happy or not. Poor guy probably never even had someone care about him. Maybe he just needs a hug. Jungkook lips twitched, something unreadable flickering in his eyes. He cleared his throat softly before speaking, trying to keep his tone casual. You think so? Yeah, definitely. I mean, no one can look like that, not have a heart full of ice. But deep down, I bet he just wants someone to melt it. Maybe he just needs someone to stop assuming he's perfect. He murmured, his voice low, as he glanced at you, still unaware of the layers of meaning in your drunken rambling. You are so nice. I bet you would give him a hug. You are like the opposite of him. Maybe he is not so different from me. Nah, he would never help me like you are doing. You are a good guy. He is silent. By the time you arrived at his penthouse, you were half asleep, still mumbling incoherently. Jungkook sighed, shaking his head with a rare soft smile. Silent, huh? You are lucky you are cute, he muttered under his breath, scooping you in his arms. Little did he know, the woman he is carrying had more secrets than he could ever imagine. Gently he helped you out of the car, your head resting against his shoulder as he walked inside. Oh, this place so fancy, rich guy vibes. You murmured softly, barely awake, taking in the luxurious surroundings. With a dazed expression, leaning against Jungkook's shoulder, you felt comfortable by his warmth in the quiet moment. Think of it as a pit stop. I couldn't leave you alone at your place in this state. You are not just sweet, you are thoughtful too. I like it. You said, lifting your head. That made Jungkook look at you as if something foreign feeling flickered in his eyes. Though he knew why, still he asked, is that so? What makes you think your boss isn't sweet or thoughtful? Maybe he has his own reasons. He replied softly, walking towards the bedroom. His reason sucks. I bet he doesn't even know how to smile. Like, does he ever laugh or oh? Your eyes widened as an idea formed. What if he is a robot? Jungkook feigned disbelief, raising an eyebrow as if seriously considering your theory. As he said, his tone filled with mock skepticism. What? Really? That's a new one. You think I mean, okay, if you say so. He might actually be a robot. Jungkook smirked, now clearly entertained as he nodded seriously, but he found it cute. Yup, makes total sense. Cool, emotionless, way too perfect. Bet his only joy in life is ruining mine. Sounds like a tough life you are living. You huffed in frustration, but there was a playfulness in your voice, as if complaints were half serious and half joking. Jungkook laughed, his gaze softening as he sat you on the bed. You leaned forward, whispering dramatically, "You don't even know the half of it. He once fired someone because they bought him the wrong coffee." Like, seriously, sir, who does that? Maybe he's just particular about what he likes. You pause it, tickling your head, studying his face with a slightly drunken intensity, but suddenly you scoffed, rolling your eyes. Particular is a nice way of saying he is a complete total freak. Wait, why are you defending him? Are you one of those corporate people too? Something like that. Jungkook spoke with a mysterious glimmer in his eyes as he poured a glass of water, then gently handed it to you, his eyes soft with concern yet amused as he watched you struggle to stay awake. "Here, drink this. You will thank me in the morning," he said quietly, his voice warm and reassuring, but you stared at him, squinting suspiciously as you took a sip. But in wink, your expression softened, and a small grin tugged at your lips. You are way too nice to be in his league. You are more like. You trailed off, your gaze fixed on him. Like what? Chanko crossed his arms, waiting for you to finish. A teddy bear. A handsome teddy bear. With cheekbones. I bet you give the best hugs. Here comes another one, handsome teddy bear. Jungkook asked in disbelief, and you nodded sagely, unable to contain himself. He burst into laughter, which made you smile too. You were completely unaware of your antics, but Jungkook thoroughly enjoyed seeing this side of you. See, you are not scary at all. Unlike him, I would probably cry if he yelled at me. Has he yelled at you before? Not yet, but he glares like he's trying to set me on fire with his eyes. Don't even get me started on how he. You suddenly gasped. Oh no. You gasped dramatically, clutching your chest as if struck by a sudden realization. Jungkook's smile deepened, his eyes flickering with amusement as he watches your over-the-top reaction. What? What happened? What if I am the next coffee victim? Jungkook chuckled, shaking his head. His eyes glinted with amusement, but there was a hint of something else beneath it. I'm pretty sure you are safe. You sound awfully confident. Do you know something I don't? Well, let's just say your boss probably appreciates you more than you think. You narrowed your eyes at him suspiciously. Are you his secret spy? Wouldn't you like to know? His eyes glinted with playful mystery, as if the answer was more intriguing than the question itself. You gasped, placing your palm over your mouth as if you had just leaked some top secret information, but in the next blink you shrugged it off like, why do you care? If you were tell him he needs to stop paying so. You crossed your arms, parting dramatically, unaware of how cute you looked, flopping back onto the bed. You groaned tiredly. You are actually really nice. I wish my boss were more like you. Your voice trails off as you mumble softly in sleep. Your words lingered in the quiet room. Jungkook watched with a softening expression, feeling something unexpected stirred inside him. If only you knew. You are lucky you are this cute. His usual cool demeanor softened as he watched you sleep. He is feeling something he didn't allow his heart to feel. Gently he pulled the blanket over you, which seemed like a feeble attempt to seal you from the world, a world that he realized how he had once been part of hurting, his jaw tightening at the memory of your confession replaying in his mind. I can't, he had said back then, forcing himself to look away as you fought back tears, not because he didn't feel anything for you, but because he felt too much fear, too much uncertainty, too much doubt about whether he deserved something so sincere. And now those feelings refused to bury it no matter how hard he tried. He reached over you, taking the glass from your hand with a gentleness that surprised even himself. You stirred slightly, a soft whimper escaping your lips. His fingers lingered near yours for a moment longer than necessary before he pulled back, exhaling sharply. For a split second, he almost considered waking you just to hear your voice, just to tease you a little more, to make you say something sharp and ridiculous, anything to distract from the egg setting in his chest. But he couldn't. Not when you looked like this, unguarded, vulnerable, trusting. What was it about you that made him feel this way? Made him want to rewrite that moment, to pull you close instead of pushing you away? Jungkook ran a hand through his hair, frustration and yearning bearing within him. This wasn't supposed to happen. He wasn't supposed to let you in. Yet here you were, slipping through the cracks he thought were impenetrable. What am I supposed to do with you, Vine? He murmured under his breath before stepping out. He glanced back at you, sleeping, the faintest smile tugging at his lips. There was something about you that pulled him in deeper, and he couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the beginning. You slowly wake up, sunlight spilling through large windows, casting soft light across the room. Gradually blinking, you try to shake off the dull ache in your head. The surroundings are unfamiliar, plush, and luxurious, nothing like your own place. Where am I? You mumble, panic sets in as your eyes scanning the unfamiliar surroundings, the event of the previous night slowly coming back to you. Before you can gather your thoughts, a soft knock on the door interrupts you, and there he enters, holding a glass of water and some medicine. Morning, Sansan, his voice warm, calm, but somehow unsettling. Your heart skips a beat at the name he gives you, and your eyes widen in shock. Boss, you? Wait, you hear how I am? Your voice trembles at the unexpected tenderness. Relax, it's my place. Last night you weren't exactly in the condition to go home, so I brought you here. Your place? Yes, don't worry, you were just a little out of it last night. I made sure you were comfortable. He sat, placing the glass and medicine on the side table, his expression soft but his eyes never leaving yours. His words only add the confusion swirling in your mind. Out of it, you think back to the night before, your drunken rants, your accident confession, and then nothing, just a blurry haze. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't think. How did I ended up here? I was just. Your voice trails off as you swallow hard, trying to steady your breathing, but the awkwardness is unbearable. Your gaze flickers between him and the floor, unable to meet his eyes for too long. He tried to calm you as he watches you struggle with your words. Relax, it's fine, really. You did nothing harm, as you were too busy ranting about your cold, heartless boss to get into any real trouble. I did? He pauses, eyes gleaming mischievously. Yeah, you said a lot of things like me being a soulless robot and oh yeah, about my jawline, ridiculously sharp, and my favorite handsome tyrant thrown in there too. Oh my god, please tell me this is some kind of nightmare. He smirked, clearly amused by your reaction while you groaned inwardly, wishing you could disappear into seats. Boss, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. Don't apologize, you were just quite expressive. Honestly, it was refreshing. Your heart skipped a beat, caught off guard by his unexpected sincerity. His relaxed demeanor somehow made it worse, yet also strangely comforting. The usually deadly monster him didn't seem angry or annoyed, just amused. It's not often I got to see that side of you, the candid, unfiltered version. It was different in a good way. You blinked in surprise as you tried to process his words. He sat down on the edge of the bed, his gaze softening as he looked at you. I will just go, Mr. John. Thank you for whatever you did. You start to rise from the bed, eager to escape the lingering awkwardness, but before you can take another step, Jungkook's voice stops you. Why and wait. You freeze, your heart skipping a beat at the sudden shift in his tone. It's no longer playful, but soft yet sincere. You turn slowly, your breath unsteady, only to find him gazing at you, intense, almost searching. Yeah? Jungkook takes a step closer. He looks at you with quite overwhelming intensity. Tell me something. If I am such a cold, heartless boss, why do you stay? Why not leave? Your heart races, but you look away, feeling the weight of his words. You know exactly what he is getting at, but you can't let him make you feel the same pain again. Well, the pay is good, and I don't know, maybe I just have a high tolerance for tyrants. Jungkook chuckles softly, but his tone holds a trace of sincerity, a side of him you never expected to see. His expression softens slightly, and his voice drops to a whisper. Or maybe you see something in me that I myself couldn't. I realized when last night you said something interesting. You think I'm lonely. Your eyes widen in shock, stunned by his words. I really said that? Yeah, between calling me and a control freak, you said I probably just need a hug. You bite your lip, still embarrassed, feeling the heat rise in your cheeks. Great. So I am not just an idiot, I am a sentimental drunk idiot. Jungkook chuckles, but there is a trace of sincerity in his voice as he reveals a part of himself you never expected to see. You are not wrong, you know. What do you mean? Jungkook pauses as if debating how much to reveal. Nothing, go clean up. The bathroom is down the hall. I will drive you home after breakfast. Still frustrated, you note, confused, and head to the bathroom. You walk out of the guest room feeling refreshed but still awkward about the situation. The smell of coffee and pancakes wafted through the air, drawing you towards the kitchen. Jungkook is casually standing by the stove, dressed in a plain white shirt and sweatpants, hair slightly tousled. His looks effortless, and perfect, which only adds to your nerves. Mr. John, you didn't have to go through all this trouble. I mean, breakfast too? Jungkook doesn't look up. He flips an pancake, his tone casual but teasing. It's no trouble. You need something in your system after last night's adventure? Adventures? Try pure humiliation. You muttered under your breath, but he heard. Yeah, he have rabbit ears. Depends on how you look at it. For me, you were entertaining. Please, let's not talk about it. I will just pretend none of it happened. Jungkook slid into the seat beside you, his smile taking on a mischievous edge. Not even the part where you kissed me? Your hand freezes midair, choking on your coffee, coughing violently as your eyes widen in horror. The words hang in the air for a moment too long, and then it hits you like a thunderclap. I did what? He slides a glass of water towards you and leans back, arms crossed, clearly enjoying the spectacle of your unrevealing composure. You kissed me in the car, pulling me by my collar. To be specific, your jaw drops as you continue to gap at him, the mortification sinking in deeper with every word he says. No way, no freaking way. You cursed horrified, but for another shock, you found him smiling, and it felt soft and genuine. He leans in a little closer, his voice dropping to a teasing whisper. Relax, it wasn't that bad. Or are you feeling guilty? Actually, it was kinda nice. You were cuter when you were drunk. Your head snaps up, his words make your heart skip a beat, eyes wide with shock, a new wave of embarrassment crashing over you. You knew if you stayed some more minutes, you will say or do something you might regret for whole life. I think I should leave. You scramble to get up, avoiding his gaze, desperate to escape his nightmare, but before you can even take a step, Jungkook's voice rang in your ears, stopping you in your tracks. Running away already? I am not running away. I think it's best if I go home. He stands stepping closer, his tone soft but firm. Is it? Or are you just avoiding me because you are embarrassed? Of course I am embarrassed. I called my boss a soulless robot, kissed him, and spent the night at his house. What part of that isn't humiliating? Jungkook smirks, leaning casually against the counter. You forgot the part where you admitted I am ridiculously handsome. I am leaving. Groaning, you turn towards the door, ready to vault, but before you can reach the handle, Jungkook gently grabs your wrist, spinning you around to face him. His eyes are serious now, his voice low. You are not going anywhere, not before giving me the hug you talked about. You breathe hissed, your heart pounding in your chest as his words sink in. Don't do this, please. You know I love you, and you don't. Your voice barely a whisper, trembling with uncertainty, but his hand tightened slightly around your wrist. 6 months ago, you joined Jungkook's company as a secretary, drawn by necessity despite his good reputation. Over time, you saw through his was a lonely guarded man, scared of commitment, convinced he would ruin any relationship. You fell for him anyway, leaving small gesture of care and encouragement, hoping he would notice your sincerity. But you couldn't wait more. You finally confessed, but he rejected you respectfully, insisting he couldn't love anyone, and started pushing you further away. And you respected his rejection, but still you tried to prove your worth through your work, pouring your heart into your work. And not different yesterday, you presented your hard work thinking he will at least give an appreciative smile, but when he dismissed the whole project because of small mistake without caring, and it broke you. Overwhelmed, you went to bar to forget your pain, drunk and emotional, and then your heart thudded when he pulls you closer, his hand sliding to your back, his eyes filled with the quiet intensity that makes your heart ache. You felt your heart and mouth as his forehead touches yours, and out of nowhere, stop me if you don't like this. I don't want to pretend anymore, and I'm tired of hiding that yes, I feel for you. I'm tired of being the man everyone thinks, and I accepted that. But last night, you showed me I don't have to be, and it was so easy. You stare at him, your mind racing, your heart caught between hope and fear. But you pushed me away. You told me you couldn't love anyone, and now you were just acting like this. Your words came out choked, a mix of frustration and confession. He takes a deep breath that he was holding, his thumb brushing across your cheeks as he studies you. I was scared. I thought I would ruin everything. I kept you at arm's length because I didn't believe I deserved something real. But I am done with that. I am done pretending. I have wanted this, wanted you for longer than I can admit. His voice is quieter, almost vulnerable, as if admitting this is just as difficult as anything he has ever faced. Your heart skips a beat, and in that moment you realize how much you have longed to hear him say these words, but doubt lingers in your chest. The memory of his rejection is still too fresh. What if you are just saying this because of what happened last night? What if it's just a moment? Jungkook's gaze hardened with resolve as he pulls you even closer, his hand gently holding the back of your neck. No, this is real. I have been hiding from it for too long. You have always been right here, and I was too stupid to see it. He leans in again, his forehead resting against yours, as if grounding himself in the weight of his own confession. Please, don't push me away now. You feel his sincerity in the way his body aligns with yours, his hand steadying you as if afraid you will slip away. The unspoken affection stirs within you, and for the first time in a long while you feel like it's okay to hope. But isn't it unfair to let him have you this easy? So you decided to tease him to know if he is really serious. You pull back, trying to mask the warmth building inside with a cold smile. You think a kiss and some words can fix everything. I don't expect you to forgive me right now. I just want a chance to show I am not who you think I am, and all I think is you are fine on your own. You cross your arms trying to stay composed. Then give me one chance, just one last chance. I swear you won't regret. You hesitate, the walls inside you starting to crack. You have had your chance, but even as you say it, you hesitate. You felt your resolve slipping. Jungkook reaches you again. Is that gentle but firm? I am not asking for anything more than just a chance to show you I know I messed up, but I will keep proving myself to you that I want you, I want us. if you will let me. Your gaze met his eyes, the vulnerability in his eyes pulling you in. He was looking at you as if he's afraid of what you will say next, and you can't help but feel a shift inside you. I don't know if I can trust you again. The words came out strained, heavy, but you don't pull away. You can't, not when he's standing in front of you like this, so real. The way his thumb brushes the back of your hand, a simple gesture that speaks volumes. You close your eyes for a moment, inhaling deeply, trying to steady your emotion. The fear of being hurt again still lingers, but beneath it there is a spark of hope. For the first time in a long time, you want to let yourself believe in something in him. You open your eyes, meeting his gaze, your voice softer now, though still guarded. One chance, Jungkook, that's all you get. Jungkook's smile was slow, almost shy, but it's genuine, soft, warm, and full of promise. He stepped closer, his hand sliding to the side of your face, cupping it gently, and for the first time, you lean into his touch, feeling the warmth through you, washing away the doubt and the hurt. I won't waste this, I swear. His voice is steady yet filled with a quiet urgency, as if his movement is everything. You feel the weight of his words settle between you both, and for a heartbeat, you almost believe him. With the gentlest move, but something deeper, something that feels like the beginning of something real, something you have been too afraid to face, but now there is no turning back.